back to our channel.
Yes.
So today we're going to be talking about life purpose.
Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of readings lately, especially Christine over here, about what's my life purpose.
Yes.
What's next for me?
Exactly.
What am I doing?
Panic, in a tizzy.
Should I quit my job? Tizzy. So a lot of that has to do with the fact that right now we are still in Uranus retrograde. Uranus. And what that does is Uranus helps in retrograde, helps us to overcome our fear of change. It's forcing us to deal with our fear of change. A lot of the time we can tend to stick in situations, especially when it comes to career or anything, relationships as well, but that are comfortable, familiar, or perceived to be stable, secure.
Right.
But it's not in our highest good. It doesn't make us feel happy or fulfilled. So what's happening is energetically, a lot of people are being forced to realize this and to figure out, okay, well, I'm obviously not happy.
Right.
So what needs to change? How do I change? And if you don't start to do it on your own, the universe will push you into it anyway. So that's what we're going to be going into today.
Because the whole point here is about expansion. It's about growth. It's not about doing the same exact thing every single day under fluorescent lighting and just sitting there in this small little space and just making your ends meet. It's about what really feels good to you. And I think sometimes we put a little too much pressure on ourselves about finding the purpose. Like, what should the next move be? It should be the end all, be all. It should be the thing that is a perfect, aligned fit. And it's not about that. It's about tuning into your body, moment to moment, what excites you, and following that and letting those little breadcrumbs lead you to the right space.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Erika and I, we didn't even start. Were you going to say the same thing?
Yeah.
I already know you're twinning. We didn't start with just like coming out of school and just being able to dive into our full, complete passion. All right. We talk about this all the time, giving gratitude. Like, can you believe our lives? Like, we do readings all day and we live like near the beach and it's so good. But there was so much depression in between. Like, my word, I had so many like career changes after college, and one got better, and then it led me to this over here that seemed like it had nothing to do with psychic readings, but ultimately it helped me with business concepts and understanding advertising or promotions. And then the next thing helped me with customer service skills and patience, and all of that got integrated into Truth Intuitions today. So be patient with the process. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be that next change is your ultimate change. But as long as you're in motion, that's what it's about. So relax.
Yes, relax. It's all about the journey, and it is all stepping stones, learning experiences, like graduating to the next level each time, you know, and I know I took something from each experience just like you, but it's like there were those times. When I first came out of college, I was working at the Social Security Administration. Government job, good government job, right? In a cubicle. And let me tell you, I was so depressed. I was developing health problems. I think I had a blood clot scare once. I gained so much weight.
So much stress.
It was so much stress.
Yeah.
And it was just, but that miserable depression led me to get to a place of, you know what, I'm going to take the biggest risk, and I'm going to go after what makes me happy. At that time, and still at that now, it was dance. So I joined an indigenous dance company. I packed up everything and I moved to New Mexico. But that stepping stone also helped me to awaken my gifts and, you know, the people there. So each situation got me one step closer to finding my purpose, but it all started with the one thing that I knew would make me happy.
Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's not putting too much pressure on yourself. And always, I mean, we're changing, right? Always. Our interests change, the things that we find that we're good at, they change. We mold and we go and we meet new people and we're inspired with new ideas through those new relationships, right? So if you're picking this ultimate purpose that has to be the last stop, what if you outgrow that? And then there's so much pressure to stay like in alignment with that one purpose. You understand? So try to broaden the scope of, instead of just like, what is my purpose? What brings me joy?
Yeah.
Just keep it like fun and funky. Like, what brings me joy? And If that changes over time and the way it looks and the way it feels to you, then that's okay. It can have an overarching theme. Like for me, like connecting people and being in a space of community, that's what empowers me. I love it. Yeah. So in one scope of my life, I was doing event planning and promotions for parties. And that was something that allowed me to connect people and be amongst everyone, right? And bring joy to others. But now I do those same things, but it looks totally different. And that's freaking okay. I'm still in my truth. I'm still doing what brings me joy, but I don't have to make it look only one specific way. And I think realizing that allows us to take that pressure off and just relax into our journey and become more mindful.
Exactly. Yeah. So what we also wanted to do was just pull some messages, universal messages, for anyone and everyone who sees this video, no matter when you see it. There's no time limit.
Since we're talking about life purpose, it's from the Life Purpose Oracle cards. So I'll pick one, Erika will pick one, and we'll just go from there. So I selected the travel card. And I love this card because it's really about the theme of getting outside of your comfort zone. There was a phase in my life where I was traveling like once a month and allowing me to see different things, meet different people, try different foods. It doesn't seem like a direct link to finding your purpose, but honestly, it awakens something within you that just wants to understand the world around you that much more, which puts you in a space of mindfulness. And that opens your third eye, that opens your crown to be more receptive. So that's how I was able to see like, the messages coming through spirit are directing me to do like a work that I can connect with all people from all over the world. And that's a big part of Truth Intuitions as well, is we have clients all around the world. So this travel card is saying, get out of your zone, do things that get you out and about. This could be even something as fun as travel blogging and that direct, but it could be something like outdoor sales because you love people and you don't want to stay in inside sales under like the lighting that feels stifling. There's so many positions where you can get out into the community and that still be considered traveling, where you're not sitting at a desk all day. So use your creativity and apply this travel card to your purpose overall. And this could just be going for a drive when you need that inspired thought, not just staying in your room or venting to a friend on the phone, but getting out there and just allowing the ideas to flow towards you. All right.
Yeah, and also I just wanted to add, because I see the laptop in there, I'm big on the images too. I also think of travel as well as, you know, this is a message of networking, talking to people, communicating your community, online community as well.
Right.
And having that spread fast, because people may see things in you that you don't realize you're good at.
Exactly.
And they're like, well, you should try this because you're really good at that. So maybe even that as well.
You got to get outside to have that happen. Yeah.
I got perfectly fitting heart's desires. So, of course, the whole purpose of this video today was following your passions, following your joy. So take some time, really take some time, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to give you a challenge for at least 7 days of visualizing on all of the things that make you happy and writing it out. That's the first step. What makes you happy on a day-to-day basis? Even if you have to think back to your past and maybe revisiting things that used to make you happy to see if it still fits or not. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's changed. And then start from there. That will slowly lead you to the doorway opening up, and I see the wings here, which I think of like towards freedom and movement forward. The universe showing you things to your path of, you know, how can you then make those things a paycheck? Like what there, trust me, there's a career out there that is in alignment with things that make you happy. Even if it's just talking about what you like to wear. Okay, be a YouTuber, fashion blogger. Like there's something for everybody.
And I like this card too, because it could speak to some heart healing, some heart center healing that needs to be done first. Because if you're looking for a passion, but you're still harboring resentment from the past, and there's some forgiveness work and some grief work to do around your heart chakra, you can't really hear your heart's desires with all that clogged stuff. So take time to realize, what am I still harboring within my heart? What am I still fearful of that's not allowing the voice of my heart to reign through, all right?
Exactly.
All right, lovers. Thank you for joining us today. Leave comments below. Remember to subscribe and share a video if it means something to you.
Yes.
All right. Bye.